Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to return to Orianthi for a look at a Hendrix cover that she did. This video came out 14 years ago, has 12 million views. I have no idea where it took place, so if anybody actually knows, please let me know. She's doing Voodoo Child, one of Jimmy's biggest songs. Most people, if they know any of his songs, that's one of them. It's always a great guitar showcase. I loved Stevie Ray Vaughan when he was around, and he did a killer version of that song. And there have been a few others, but Orianthi is certainly in the top class of guitar players out there, I think, today. And so I'm really curious to see what she does with this. Adrian, any thoughts ahead on the song or on Orianthi?
I like both. I've heard Stevie Ray Vaughan's version of it. I've heard the original Jimmy version of it. It's a good song. It's one of my favorite from Electric Ladyland.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. And just for the record, I don't know if I'm going to use a D or an E at the end. It seems to me that both are acceptable. Voodoo Child or Voodoo Child. Yeah, somebody got on me about that the other day, about the Stevie version. I'm like, well, I can see both versions. Anyway, let's go ahead and check this out. And again, if you know where it is, give us a hint. we would appreciate it. All right, we will discuss afterwards.
Do you think music has a meaning?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's good to be more spiritual than anything now.
Jimmy!
I believe that they're going to have to rely on music to get some kind of peace of mind or satisfaction, direction, actually.
Recorded your own version of Voodoo Child, but you never got to see him play, did you?
No. Had a few dreams.
Stevie!
You told me about one once.
Yeah. There was one where we ended up, for the whole dream, we sat about this far apart. And I showed him anything I wanted to show him, and he showed me anything he wanted to show me.
Cause I'm a voodoo child.
Okay, that was awesome. That was thoughts, Adrian?
Channeling Jimmy and Stevie Ray Vaughan in the beginning, Orianthi is one of few artists that could pull that off and get away with it. Just that requires a colossal talent.
Yeah,
to do that.
I agree. I mean, she is a sensational guitar player, you know, and she really you pulled it out there. She was giving me the slug face there. She didn't have the slug face, but I had the slug face trying to play air guitar. The slug face is where it looks like you're holding a giant slug. Like, you know, the guitar player faces that you get there.
Yeah.
I was getting loads of those, and you know, with good reason.
Yeah. She also had the talent required to put her own personality, uniqueness on the song and make it her own and get away with it.
Yeah, totally agree. The first little sound clip we heard was Jimmy on Dick Cavett. I actually remember that because I've seen, I think he was on maybe more than once, maybe a couple times. And I remember that. And it almost sounded like Dick Cavett was also interviewing Stevie Ray there for the second clip. I believe that was Stevie Ray being interviewed anyway in the second clip. Correct me if I'm wrong, folks. So there were some clues there about where this was, but I still don't know. Maybe somebody out there knows. If you do, let us know. Yeah, I was wishing that was longer. Honestly, I was hoping it was going to go for another verse and another go-round, but she was amazing, you know. I think that's unquestionably my favorite clip of Orianthi out of the ones we've seen. It just rips so hard. I mean, and there have been some really, really good ones. So I'm not just saying, you know, oh, the others were nothing. No, she's very, very talented, and it shines in every performance. But that was just amazing. Some nice, a little showboating. That's okay. I don't mind. And boy, she got around. Did you see? She's running everywhere, you know, playing perfect.
In the end, I almost thought she was like going to imitate Jimmy at Monterey Pop, you know, with the amp and the guitar and all that.
Yeah. I think maybe that kind of was a little homage to that, you know.
Yeah.
That was great to see. So like I mentioned, I mean, this went up in 2011, but who knows when the actual show happened. Now, she was fairly young at that time. I think she'd been on the scene not that many years at that point, but a few. I mean, enough that Michael Jackson hired her, you know, even if the tour didn't happen, you know, so she was a young upstart. Any information you can give would be great to hear about. And if there's more from this show, we might like to look at that too. And so, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this? If you've ever seen it before, if you know where it was, if you know how we can find more, let us know. Or if you have other suggestions of Orianthi that you'd like us to check out, by all means, you know, or really anybody, especially if you've seen them featured on the channel. Oh, geez, that was great. I'm still buzzing from that one. It was good. Yeah, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right? Thanks so much for joining us on this, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right? Take care, folks.
See you all later.